Now let's implement components communication using Angular signals. In the previous video, we did an introduction into signals, and then we wrote this counter service class which we injected into our app.ts component. So to implement signals for our counter app, to for the demonstration of our components communication, I think it makes sense we begin in counter service here. So we're going to retain some of this code because some of this is consistent with what we're trying to achieve. So we have this private read-only count. We're going to retain this. Uh, we don't have double count in our counter app, so that has to go. We have to do for our derived state. We can do as notifications, as notification. So this is going to undo our conditional rendering inside our navbar. So add has notifications. So we can do set this to computed. Computed. So only if count is greater than 0. So we're going to make use of this later on. Now our increment is going to remain the same. Decrement, we're going to make an adjustment here. We don't want to go lower than 0. So we can do math dot max, then we begin 0, and then v minus 1. No, that's not v minus 1, is it? Okay, v minus 1. All right. The reset stays the same. I think that's all inside our service. So we have to inject this service. So I think we should handle this we should handle for our navbar first. So let's go to, I think I have an issue here. Okay, I think because I made changes here, so we're having an issue here inside app. So double counters because I deleted it. All right, so here in navbar.ts, let's see what we can do. The last time we worked on this, we were doing these ng on changes, so this has to go. And then so we have protector service. We inject our counter service here. Okay, so we can start with this, and then we have is updating. This is updating boolean. Is updating. Okay. Now instead of just setting this to false, we are on signals now. So we're gonna do signal, and then we're gonna do set the value to false like this. We have to import this. Okay. So that undoes the boolean for our animation. Now we need a way to track our count. Because we're using signal, we can use the effect function to automatically track our signal count. So to do that, we're going to do constructor, and then here we can do effect. So here takes a callback like so. I think we have to import this effect. Okay, and then let's do const current equals this dot service dot count. So we're gonna call it like getter. So this count is coming from our service class. This public read only. Public read only. So we can make use of it here. So we set our current to this. Now we can do if current is greater than 0. So what do we want to do? Then we can do this dot is updating dot set true for our animation. So just let me put comments here. Triggers animation. So if current is greater than 0, we want to start our animation, and then we want to set timeout. So after a specific time, we're going to set our is updating back to false. So this dot is updating dot set false, and then let's have 100 milliseconds, like so. So let's see how we might undo this inside our template. So let's go to navbar.html. So we're doing this class.pause is updating, then we're doing this inbuilt, we're using this inbuilt directive to check this condition and render our notification count. So okay, I'm going to do, instead of using this traditional ng directive, so maybe I'm just going to do the more modern approach at if. So here we can do if service dot as notifications so I'm going to call it like this. This as notifications is this. So when count is greater than 0. Now remember, when we're rendering this with the ng directive, we say notification count is greater than 0. So I'm just going to delete this because we don't need this anymore. So if service.as notifications, okay, then we want to display this. So I'm going to paste this here, and then this is not notification count anymore. So this is now service dot count, like so. Okay, so this count is the public read only, this one. Okay, so I think we're done for our for its updating. We are in Signa, so it's updating. What is this updating? Okay, we don't have it here. I think we have it inside our navbar.cs. It's updating, so this is now Signa. So we have to call it as a getter here, like so. Okay, so that's that for navbar. Then we have to go to counter control now. So in our counter control, what is it? Counter control.ts. We have to get rid of this. Now we can do protected counter. So we can inject our service here. Inject counter service, like so. So we can use this protected counter inside our template. So let's go to our counter control.html. So here, to handle our click event, this is decrement, this is increment, and this is reset. So here we're gonna do, instead of emit, we're gonna do counter dot increment, like so, and then here we're gonna do counter dot decrement, like so. Okay, sorry, this should have been decrement because that's where we have our minus, and this should have been increment, like so. For the counter, we're just gonna do for the reset, sorry, we're gonna do counter the reset, like so. I think that's all for the counter control template. Now let's go to our app.cs and let's see how we might handle this. We also have to inject our service in our counter.ts. So this has to go. Okay. So here we can just do, I'm gonna call this counter service. So we've injected this, like so. That's all we need to do here. Now back to our template, I'm going to delete this. So I'm going to call this template URL. So this is going to point to app.html. So let's go to app.html and then handle this. We were doing current count, and then we're setting it to total. Okay. Now our count from our counter service is this read only. So to undo this in our app.html, this is going to be what is it? We're injecting this as counter service. So it's going to be counter service.count, counter service.count, like so. So that's going to handle our current count. Now for our controls, we don't need anything here because our service has handled that for us via Signal in our app counter control. So the only thing we need here is just this counter service.count. Okay. Let's save and let's see what we get. So I'm going to start server here, npx ng serve. And let's see whether everything will work out. Okay. Error calls property total does not exist on the type app. Do I still have it there? Oh, I'm sorry. This wasn't supposed to be there, because we've handled that before now. Navbar, app navbar. So sorry about that. Okay, so what else? Okay, so let's go to our browser. Okay, so now we have this. So it's working as before. Okay, so the animation is working. You realize that the animation is okay. So here, reset. Okay. You realize the animation is more urgent compared to our last approaches. Okay. And then this, where is it? Is the navbar.css. Remember in the previous approach we had to add what is it called? We had to increment our count, and then before we implement this so as to see the animation, but now it's immediate. See, that's what signals get you. All right, guys, that's all for this tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys the next video. Thanks for watching.